What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Run It Up podcast. I'm your host, Najee Adams. You know, I got my guy with me today, Jalaal Sandy. How you doing, bro? We missed a week, but we back.
We did miss a week. We was picking up momentum, and we missed a week. Tough.
We back.
It's good to be back. Playoff basketball has been fantastic. We had 3 game 7s.
Yes.
Life's been good, you know.
All in the East, too.
All in the East. That's a great thing.
Yeah.
Life is good though. I feel good, you know. Pushing another week. Happy May.
Happy May.
Time is flying, brother. How the hell is it May? That's insane.
I know, it's pretty crazy. I got my Seahawks Super Bowl stuff on, you know, my little, I'm feeling in a Super Bowl mood today. Who do you think?
Oh, JSN.
yeah. Okay. I get the 11. Bang. Yay, sure. So it should be a good episode. Today, I have absolutely no notes, just vibes. We are talking about the end of the first round series of the NBA playoffs, giving our thoughts on how they went, some takeaways for the teams that got eliminated and the teams that are moving on. And then going into the round 2 series, giving our predictions, even though most of them have played a game by now. Some of them have played 2 by the time you hear this, but still won't let that take away from the predictions. And then we'll do a couple little quick hitter TikTok vibes, and then we'll try and get up out of here. So it shouldn't be too long of an episode. Just want to check back in with y'all, give our updated thoughts on how the NBA playoffs are going. We're at like the dead period of the NFL now that the draft is over. Like all undrafted free agents, OTAs haven't started yet, so just like rookie mini camp, and these aren't playing because they haven't signed their deals yet. So there's just really nothing going on in the NFL.
Hey, I think the story of the NFL is Stephon Diggs getting off scot-free, which honestly, shout out to him, because that girl was lying down her pants, bro. Shit was crazy.
I wonder what team will sign him. I'm sure teams are waiting to sign him until like this was over. So I wonder where he'll go.
The Cowboys.
Ooh.
Because Jerry Jones loves signing controversial players.
But they did his brother bad though, so I don't know if he go
that's
back.
True. Maybe the Commanders.
Yeah,
they need a.
Well, they're not letting go of Ayuk. The Niners are holding that boy for a hostage. So.
Okay. We move.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm curious to see where Stephon Diggs goes. The AJ Brown trade will happen in June, apparently. So a couple more months, a month until that. But yeah, before we get into everything, make sure you guys subscribe to Run It Up Podcast everywhere that podcasts are found. Find us on Twitter at Run It Up Pod, on Instagram at the Run It Up Podcast, TikTok the Run It Up Podcast. Leave a 5-star rating, review, comment, let us know what you guys' favorite part of the episode was, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. All of our links will be in the description down below. So give us a follow, subscribe, all that good stuff. Without further ado, song of the week, Iceman come in 10 days. No, 9 days. Iceman come in 9 days. So I'm going to, in honor of that, I'm obviously going to choose a Drake song. What the song is, though?
Shocker.
I'm looking at my recently played. We're going off views, and it's going to be Weston Road Flows. Weston Road Flows, great song.
Great song.
Great song. So go ahead, check that out if you've never heard it. You live under a rock. But it's a great song. So what's your song of the week?
I was trying to load my library, but it's just not coming up. So, trying to think of. Give me what genre should I go, and then I'll just pick from the genre.
Country.
You not listen to no damn country, brother.
You said R&B. Give me some R&B.
All right.
Rhythm and blues.
Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna do that a new Chris Brown song featuring Leon Thomas. I believe it's called Fallin.
I haven't listened to it.
I didn't add it yet. I did watch the video. The video was really good. It's like 8 minutes long because Chris Brown.
His album come out tomorrow?
I think so.
Yeah.
Or Friday.
Oh yeah, it's Wednesday. Yeah, it comes out Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my song. I'll pick that. It's a good song.
Boom.
Video's probably better than the song, but
yeah, I gotta watch the video and listen to the song because I haven't done either. So, but yeah, without further ado, we can go into the NBA playoff series. Thunder Suns. I don't think there's any takeaways. I'm not gonna lie. That's a straight ass whooping. Straight ass whooping. Lakers Rockets.
Shea is great, and the Suns are ass. Lakers Rockets.
First up, well, you picked Rockets in 6, so
I didn't think Kevin Durant would play one game. If I knew Kevin Durant would play one game, I would have picked Lakers in 5. Actually,
hell yeah, I picked Lakers in 6, thinking that he would play all the games, and we wanted 6 anyway.
But you have loyalty to your fandom, so I understand that. There was no logic behind your pick. You didn't think Luke Kennard would score 27 points and Marcus Smart would be out here shooting like Steph Curry. But I mean, it's still a bad look for the Rockets, even though KD didn't play. I think, and I don't want to get too negative on them because we've already talked about it, but
they need a point guard.
They need a point guard, but also I think wholesale changes are coming in terms of either Sengun will probably get traded. They might trade Kevin Durant, to be honest with you. Like Kevin Durant, they could be like, hey, you came here and kind of sped up the timeline. Guys just aren't ready, and I don't know if we want to sacrifice like our youth and potential for like older players that might not still work out with. So there's a couple of different directions they could go with. I think Sengun's stock is down tremendously.
Yeah.
I think Amen Thompson needs to get in the gym. Got to get that got to get a confident jump shot.
He's not good as fuck above
though. He's a good player. No doubt. He's a good player, impactful player. His defense is top of the league in terms of perimeter defense. He's a very versatile player. At the same time, like you gotta be a threat above the free throw line. But the free throw line, like Draymond Green could hit a couple threes. You can't be a non-factor where guys just won't guard you.
Yeah.
Other than that, like it's just a badly constructed team. I think the whole KD debacle around All-Star break with the burner and all of that kind of affected the locker room as well.
I think they were really relying on Fred VanVleet to be the connector.
Like they didn't have a backup plan for Fred VanVleet. Like they didn't trade for anybody to come in and give them some point guard relief. Like they could have signed Mike Conley. I know it's like Mike Conley's old as hell. Like he's 37, 38. But Mike Conley's giving you more than
Mike Conley is giving the Wolves good minutes.
I'm saying his defense has fallen off tremendously, but he still can hit a couple open shots. Like asking Reed Shepherd to be a point guard when he's 6'2", not a great ball handler, doesn't play defense. And on top of that, this is his first year playing real minutes. Last year, he barely played. So he almost throwing him into the fire. Asking Sengun to be this point center that he never was. And then asking Amen to be a point guard as well. It just didn't work out. But the real story is the Lakers. And the real story is LeBron James, how he was at 41 the best player in the series. I think the overachievement of the entire Lakers roster, just being able to be like, okay, the game is whoever scores 100 wins, essentially. Like there was no, we have to score. They're not playing the Thunder, so they don't have to score 110, 120. And they dared Amen Thompson to shoot. They dared Sengun to shoot above the free throw line, and it worked out. Like shout out DeAndre Ayton, he played really well. Shout out Marcus Smart, played really well. Rui Hachimura played well. Luke Kennard had 2 good games, and then he kind of fell off, but they got contributions all over the place. I think that mixed with LeBron being consistently the best player essentially every single game is the reason why the Lakers won. And if I knew Kevin Durant wasn't playing, I would have picked the Lakers to win the series.
I mean, obviously, I'm very happy with the way the series played out. I couldn't have asked for a better outcome. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I wanted to sweep them. Did I get nervous that we would be the first team to ever blow a 3-0 lead? Absolutely. Because you never know. And if there was ever a team to do it, it felt like it would be us. But I'm sure every team that's up 3-0 and gives up game 4 feels like that. You know, like every team that
I don't think giving up game 4 is, it's when you give up game 5. Because I've been in a situation where my team has going up 3-0 and then had to go to game 7. So that's it's when you lose game 4, it's like
I did sweep.
They're playing desperate. They're playing desperate. They're at home. But game 5, you lose game 5.
Then it's like game 6 is must win because now if we get to game 7,
all the momentum is gone.
So yeah, I felt good about it. I mean, LeBron is just the greatest player ever. I'm sorry, like he just is. Like there's just no. That's my GOAT. He's been my GOAT. This just even further solidified that he's my GOAT. Luka not playing as brutal. Austin came back and was pretty horrible. I guess the game 6 he was fine. But first game he was rusty. Game 1 versus Thunder he's been rusty.
I guess rusty. He was just bad.
He was just bad. Yeah, flat out bad. I think that a lot of the convo that I've seen has been like, where's LeBron going to go after this year, assuming he continues to play. I personally think that there's no way LeBron isn't a Laker next year. Like I think the options are like Cleveland, New York. Some people say the Clippers, the Warriors. I think if LeBron is playing in his 24th season, the one and only goal is to win a championship. And the best player that he is going to be able to tie himself to is already on the Lakers. Like he's not going to find a player better than Luka Doncic to play alongside. You're just not. Like Luka's a top 5 player in the world. The other 4, you're not getting on those teams. One of them probably won't even be on the team that he's currently on in Giannis. So like you're not going to follow Giannis. Jokic, you're not going to the Nuggets. Wemby, you're not going to go be on the Spurs. Who else?
He could.
He could go be on the Spurs, but I just don't see that for Braun. Like
I don't see the Spurs, but I don't see the Spurs doing that.
Yeah, I don't see the Spurs doing that. And then the top 2 players, Shea, you're not going to go to the Thunder. And so, like at that point, you're like, okay, cool. Luka's the best player I'm gonna play with. The Clippers, there's no way in hell LeBron, who has been on Lakers, Heat, Cavs, and like obviously the Cavs drafted him. He had no choice in that, but a hometown team, he's not gonna go stain his career by going to play for the LA little brother team in the Clippers. No, not gonna happen.
I think the most realistic ones would probably be Lakers, Warriors, and Cavs. Like I could see him wanting to go back. If it's his final year, I could see him being like, let me go back on for my last year. But if he wants to, I mean, he can make the argument like if I go to the East, I can get and I play on Cleveland,
but like, are you going to be a better team than you would be staying here?
I think they have more flex. I think Cleveland has more flexibility than y'all do.
But we won more games than them this year, and Braun missed the season. Luka missed the season.
They had a mid-season trade though.
I guess, but you want to go play with Harden and
they've been a better team with James Harden, and I will say but that's the thing, like LeBron is the second or third option because he's not going to be the first. You can't ask him to be the first at 42 years old.
No, on no team should be.
I think what helps y'all is the fact that Austin Reeves isn't playing well, so actually he won't be asking for $240 million in the summer.
Yeah, I mean that's just
so if
realistic.
he's
he's getting $32 million.
I think he's going to get whatever Tyler Hero's getting paid because I think they are essentially on the same level of player. Like him and Tyler Hero are pretty similar to me.
Austin Reeves just never scored more than 23 in a playoff game. I don't know. You can't come in there.
Tyler Hero, I mean, outside of the bubble, he's had like a couple 30-point games in the playoffs, but he hasn't been like one, he hasn't been available. 2, he just hasn't been great. Like these guys, these guards that are shooting guards that are undersized and like physically they're not the greatest and they don't play defense. His best option is to be a 6-man somewhere, but you can't pay him like a 6-man. So you got to pay him like a starter. So he's got to start.
I mean, Hero's not on a bad deal. Hero's not on a bad deal.
No, but he's up for an extension, just like Austin Reeves. Well,
he's a free agent. He's a free agent next summer. Tyler Hero.
Tyler Hero's got
Austin Reeves is unrestricted when our season ends. Yeah.
Okay. But I feel like they're on the same level in terms of like they're in the same echelon of player to me. Like they're not too far off.
I'm looking at active contracts for guards. Let me see. Guards. Let me sort by per year. Guards by per year, right? Tyler Hero is at, where is he? Tyler Hero is at $30 million a year. That's a steal for Tyler Hero. I'm not gonna lie, because like Emmanuel Quickly's at 32.5. If I'm Austin Reeves,
I think Emmanuel Quickly making 32 is great.
It's a lot. Yeah, I think if I'm Austin Reeves and I go in and I say I want $40 million, I'm the Lakers and I look at, okay, what guards make $40 million a year? We've got Kyrie Irving. you're not better than Kyrie. James Harden, you're not better than James Harden. Maxey, not a chance in hell. LaMelo Ball, no shot. Trae Young, you're not better than Trae Young, and he hasn't damn near played in a year.
Trae Young is his best shot to convince somebody that.
And then we got like Luka and Tyrese Halliburton. Like, that's not moving me. I think Austin, if he comes in there and he says 35 is the most I will pay him, because Jalen Green makes 35.
I think they're going to settle on 30.
I think 32.5 is what I say. Listen, shake your hand. Let's call it a day. Because I think like 4 years, 140, I think equals up to 32.5. And I'm cool with that. But like Austin coming in, his max is 4. Like, if we give him the max, he makes 48 mil a year. You're out of your fucking mind. If you think I'm giving Austin Reeves $48 million a year, 32.5 is what I'm settling on. And so, yeah, I think this should be, I think that the series versus the Rockets was great. Luka, it sucks that he's not healthy, and he came out this week and said like, "Oh, I originally got an 8-week timetable." Okay, great. Sure.
They never said that. They
never said that. Whatever. Cool. Sham said 46 weeks, and we're on week 5. So cool. I think whatever it was, I don't think that Luka's purposely not playing. Like, I think he wants to play. Like,
he's hurt.
I think he's hurt. I think he loves basketball. Like, he's also Luka
doesn't sit out for injuries either.
No, and I also don't want him I don't want him not playing basketball, because we just went through this whole health journey. I want you to keep it up, buddy. I don't want you to stop playing basketball and get chubby again. So I want him to continue to play basketball.
I think he's tight that he's not playing, because he does play injured. Like, when he has those ankle injuries that he had in the past. And I think he had a knee issue when they went on that finals run in 2024. But
I mean, the last team to beat the Thunder in the playoffs was Luka. Like, this is what he's made for. Like,
that was the last Thunder team, though. That was before. Yeah, that was like them trying to learn how to win type.
And that was like a legacy Kyrie series. Like,
it was
a great Kyrie series.
That series and the series where they walked down Minnesota.
Yeah. They beat them in like 5. It was an ass whooping. And so I think Luka obviously wants to play. It's gonna suck seeing him play for Slovenia in like 20 days, but I think it'll be a-okay. We'll retool this offseason. Do you want to talk about the rest of the first round, or do you want to just say our predictions for Lakers Thunder, since we're already?
I mean, if we could come back to it. We could talk, because we got to talk about Celtics Sixers.
Yeah. Okay. So we can talk Celtics.
Breaking news: the Celtics are not playing basketball anymore for the rest of 2026.
Yeah. New soundboard.
Our fake soundboard that we got going on. Listen, before we get to the Celtics, I want to say great job to Nick Nurse and Tyrese Maxey, Joel Embiid, VJ Edgecombe coming in, sticking with the game plan, recovering a 3-1 deficit, and winning a Game 7 on the road in Boston is never easy. So kudos to them. And I don't want to underplay what they did, because I feel like it was very difficult. And I don't know how many people actually had them winning the series. I think most people picked the Celtics to win in 5 games, maybe 6.
I had them in the finals.
And I didn't. Yeah, you had them in the finals. And I didn't know if Joel Embiid was going to play. And if he comes back, like, he was coming off appendix surgery. So I didn't know what he was going to look like. So that mixed with Maxey being as consistent as he is. And I forgot Paul George. Paul George giving you timely buckets and great defense. Like, the Sixers season is a success off that alone, given all the things that they dealt with this season, all the injuries they've had, Paul George being suspended, and Tyrese Maxey having to be in this new leadership role, and them kind of going into a new era of Sixers basketball. It kind of feels like a passing of the torch from Embiid to Maxey in a way.
I also feel like it's great for the Sixers, because at the very least, Joel Embiid upped his trade value. Like, it's still in like I think had he not played this playoffs, you're like, okay, like he barely played this year, but he gave you good minutes, good against a good Celtics team that, like, down 3-1, came back and was crucial winning the series. So, like,
I will say his matchups were food.
Yeah.
Food. It was like Keita can't guard him. Vucevic can't guard him.
Ain't even play him.
Luka Garza cannot guard him.
Yeah.
And it was, I felt like if Embiid was healthy, I knew the Sixers would have a chance, but With the Celtics having home court and Jason Tatum looking the way he was, and granted, I never thought Jason Tatum was playing at full 100%. I thought it was more like 75, 80. But he was playing well until about game 5, and then it kind of fell off from there. But the real story is the Celtics. And the reason being is because they are the most stubborn team in the NBA by far. Since 2020, I'll say since 2024, they have adopted this philosophy of just chucking as many threes as possible and just dying with that. And when you have two of the best wing players in the NBA, that just can't be a recipe for success. Like if your advantage is on the wings, which I mean it was an advantage, but not as much as you would believe, because VJ and Paul George are really good defenders. But like
Oubre, even good minutes.
Oubre gave them great minutes. Even with them before game 7, like they lost game 5 at home, where they missed their last 11, 12 shots in game 5. Game 6, they get absolutely blown out the water, got smacked up the whole game. And then honestly, I thought they would play better in game 7 because they played without Tatum the entire year. So, like, this is what you're used to. You're going back into that mode where everybody is back to the role that they had for 3/4 of the season.
And Joe Mazzulla throws out a lineup that has never
Joe Mazzulla throws out a lineup of Ron Harper and I don't even remember who else was in it. Luka Garza.
Yeah, Luka Garza.
And Baylor Shireman.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, this is not. I think one thing, like, Joe Mazzulla gets very big-brained, and it's to a fault, and it usually hurts the Celtics. Like, sometimes it works because he's a maniac, but a lot of the times it doesn't because it's just stupid. And then for them being as stubborn as they are, chucking up 49 threes and only making 13, you deserve this loss. You absolutely deserve to lose. I think there's real questions and legit questions about whether Jaylen Brown will be on the team next year, because I feel like he has the AJ Brown syndrome, where like you're clearly in a great situation that you're currently in, but for whatever reason you want the stats, you want people to recognize you as the best player in the league, but you're fresh off a championship a couple years ago and you won Finals MVP. What is the problem?
And then he's on Twitch saying, "This is my favorite year of my career.
This is my favorite year of my career." Yeah, we know why.
How is that the case? Like, you literally won a chip and Finals MVP 2 years ago. How is you blowing a 3-1 lead the favorite year of your career? That's crazy.
We see what type of player you are. It's all and I think inside joke. But I think the Celtics, one thing about what the NBA, like, I feel like there's a shift in the NBA where teams aren't taking as many threes as they were a couple years ago. Like, you can see the trend of teams valuing mid-range and getting to the rim, getting to the line more than they have in the last few years. And the Celtics are just like, nah, we're just going to shoot as many threes as possible. And by default, like, we're going to make enough to where it's going to cancel out our efficiency. And a lot of the times it worked. Like, hey, if we take 63s, if we make 15 to 20 of them, it doesn't matter what our percentages say, because we're just going to make more threes than you. And another reason why they lost, because Derek White was god awful. I think he shot overall under 40% from the field, under 40% from three the entire series. Jaylen Brown was awful from game 5 to game 7. Tatum was bad in game 5. He was bad in game 6. They didn't really get much bench production outside of Peyton Pritchard. So I do expect them to make some type of move. If they can get off Jaylen Brown for like some depth or some younger wing guys or like another guard or something, I guess that would be the move. But all in all, like, it's not a failure of a season for the Celtics, but the way Celtics fans were moving, like, oh, this is a gap year and we still gonna make the Eastern Conference Finals. We're still going to the finals. Like, hey, I had the Celtics out in the second round, and this is exactly why. I didn't have them losing because I had them losing for the exact reason why they lost to the Sixers. I didn't think the Sixers would be able to do it. I thought the Knicks had the formula. Turns out the Sixers also have the formula. So they were able to keep the Celtics at bay and force them into bad shots. And they don't really have great rim protection, and that did not help them in the long run.
Yeah. I had the Celtics as my finals pick, and I think I kind of regret it. I think I don't believe. I just don't love a lot of the teams in the East this year. Like the Cavs feel fraudy to me. The Knicks, I already said I don't think they can win. The Pistons, I don't think they can win because they don't have anyone outside of Cade, and so it just felt like.
But you said the Knicks couldn't win the finals. I feel like the Knicks can make it out of the East.
I think they can make it out of the East too. I also want to say with the Knicks, that was a hot take. It's not like I'm saying the Knicks are horrible. I think that like the point of a hot take is to be controversial. And okay, I got my hot take wrong. I will stand on the fact that I don't think the Knicks can win a championship with Jalen Brunson as their best player. If you want to tell me, okay, we're going to play through Cat, the question then becomes, can Cat be the best player on a championship team? Which I think the answer to that is still no. So regardless, I don't think the Knicks are going to win the chip this year. Simple as that. If the Knicks make it out the East, congrats. I will give you a pat on the ass. What's going to happen is the fucking Spurs are going to run through their chest, and it's going to be GG's, and I'm going to be proven right. Or the Thunder. Regardless, whatever Wemby or Shea it meets them in the finals, they're going to lose. It might be competitive because the Knicks got a lot of guys. They're scrappy. I like them as a team, but like, I still believe that they can't win the chip. I'm not coming off that. If they win the chip, I will be the first one to say I was wrong. Kudos to Jalen Brunson. But like, I just don't think that they will. They're beating the shit out of the Sixers, but like the Sixers probably shouldn't even be here. So like, right. I don't think that that's that crazy of an accomplishment. But yeah, so that is my thoughts on the Celtics. I think that I don't really have much to say. I think Jason Tatum, I think it's tough he couldn't play in Game 7. I don't blame them for not playing him because he tears the other Achilles or tears the ACL.
His career is over.
Then the season, it's like, what did we just do? Like, why did we do that for this game?
If they brought back Jason Tatum and Jason Tatum tore something or sprained something, like had a knee sprain or tore his ACL, Achilles, calf, something like that, Joe Mazzulla's getting fired. Brad Stevens getting fired. Everybody's getting fired. You're out of everyone's out of the door because that decision has to be made at the top, and everybody underneath has to understand, like, listen, this is our franchise player. This is our team. This is the face of our team. This is one of the best players in basketball. We gotta be we gotta be smart about this. And I think it speaks volumes to the fact that Tyrese Halliburton hasn't played this year. Damian Lillard hasn't played this year, and they tore their Achilles. Well, Tyrese tore his in June, but Dame tore his maybe a week before Tatum tore his. So like, I think it's just a smart thing to preserve the future. Like, this team was not good enough to win a championship. And they had the same issues this year that they had last year. The team this year is not that much different, if not worse than last year. Like, they overachieved in a lot of different areas, and come playoff times, your weaknesses get exposed. And unfortunately for them, they just didn't have enough offensive firepower. Like, their offense was shoot threes and hopefully our shooters hit, and the shooters were not hitting after games 1 and 2.
Yeah, it's just crazy how fast windows close in the NBA, bro. Like, Giannis, the Bucks.
I told you, bro.
The Bucks win. The Bucks win, and everyone is like, "Oh my God, Giannis is he's on the cusp of this all-time great career." Granted, Giannis in his own right is still one of the greatest players ever, right? Like, he has a super accomplished career. But like, we thought that he was on the verge, 50 point closeout game. This is about to be something great. And he's won 2 playoff series since then. The Bucks have been nowhere close to getting back there. They lose the next year. They lose to the Heat in the first round, right? Like, that is that's crazy. And then the Nuggets win, and we're like, oh my God, Jokic, this Nuggets team, Jokic and Murray and Michael Porter Jr. and Aaron Gordon, they are about to run the West. And then they never make it back. Haven't made it back since.
Would you like to know the truth?
What?
I'll tell you what the truth is. Jokic and Giannis, and I'll say Tatum as well, are all-time great players. However, the guys that create dynasties are top-tier level guys. Like, with respect to Giannis and Jokic and and who else won and Tatum, like we said, like, they're not on the same level of a Steph, of a LeBron, I mean, I guess that's who. Well, we'll see. We'll see. Listen, if the Thunder win this year, conversations got to be had, bro.
Yeah.
Because he's on a historic run in terms of production and win and accomplishments. So we'll get there if we need to get there. But in terms of like, I think it's harder to be a dynasty now, but also like you got to win at least 2 and 3. Like I said, 2 and 3 years or like 3 and 5 to be considered this type of dynasty. And windows close so fast due to injuries, guys wanting out, guys wanting more money, and
contracts, like
guys getting older, getting traded away, and it's unpredictable. So like, and Jokic is great, but like as we now see, he needs the team around him to be a certain way for them to be successful. Giannis, same thing. I think the jury's still out on Giannis to whether like if he's at that level or not, because he's dealt with some injuries, and the Bucks honestly just haven't been a good team. Like Dame is great, but their teams were pretty ass. And the same thing goes for Tatum. Like I'd love to see what the Celtics do next year, but I just don't think they're on the level of guys that we're used to seeing just win 3, 4, 5. Like they're not on Kobe, Shaq, MJ, Braun, Magic levels. Like it's different, and that's fine. Like it's okay if they end up being on the level of like Kevin Garnett, Dirk, I don't want to say Karl Malone, like D Wade, Kawhi Leonard. Like that's fine. Like that's, you're still top 25, top 20 ever. That's insane.
Yeah.
And I think we want to like push them like, oh my God, it's the next superstar. We know what superstars look like, and they are superstars, but we know what like the generational, once in a lifetime players look like. And I think while they are unique talents, I don't know if they are like, I don't think we'll ever see a player like Jokic, but I don't know if he's a generational talent, but like maybe not generational in terms of his accomplishments. Like, yes, he has 3 MVPs and he has a championship, and that just might be his legacy. He's 30 years old or 31 years old. That might just be it for him. He might win another MVP. He might win another championship, but like, I don't see how much more he can do to max out like his.
And like he's 30, right? Like everyone is not Braun. People are not playing till 41 and 4. Like Jokic might have a good 5, 6 left. And Shea not going nowhere. Wemby not going nowhere. Ant not going nowhere. Cooper Flag not going nowhere. Luka not going nowhere.
Cooper Flag career hasn't even started, bro.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
and there's young talent on the way.
Yeah.
So
and that's just the West. That's just the West. Like even if you make it out the West, Tatum ain't going nowhere. K not going nowhere. Giannis, like it's tough. It's tough.
It is tough.
That's why if Shea does this, I do think like if Shea goes back-to-back MVP, back-to-back chip, back-to-back Finals MVP, like that's some rare shit. Like
that is
that's some rare
all-time great company.
Yeah. And so I think that he is chasing something that like he's chasing something that these other guys just are not. And so I think that when we talk about Shea, people like to say, oh, free throw merchant is either the Thunder are good even without him. The Thunder, like, okay, the Thunder are good without him, sure.
They're in the regular season, yes. They're in the regular season, yes. In the playoffs, they need him on the floor to win games.
He's
last night
32
we'll talk about
efficiently. He's giving you an efficient 32.
Even last night, right? I'm watching the Lakers throw double teams at him, triple teaming him, and he's turning the ball over. But like, imagine that was J-Dub instead of Shea. They're not doubling J-Dub. They're just gonna say, J-Dub, you're gonna have to beat us. Or
and
like,
the thing is, and like. He had less than 20 for the first time, right? Like he had 18. Yeah, he had 18. And like that's cool. But the thing is, the efficiency, like he was never not controlling the game. Like every
and I didn't
time
even feel like he wasn't aggressive. I didn't even feel like he was being aggressive. I just felt like he was trying to make sure the ball's being spread out. Like Chet, that was Chet's game to win. I'm curious to see what the next game looks like, but when Jared McCain's giving you 13 off the bench, when
in 12 minutes,
AJ Mitchell's giving you, I think he had 20 last night. Chet's giving you 25. Like he doesn't need to score, and that's what people will point to. Like, oh my God, the Thunder are really good. But yes, they are a really good team.
Yes,
they're
every team that
historically great team.
Yeah.
But I don't want to get away what we were talking about. What were we? We were talking about the Celtics. I I think people when like you said, when they win, we want to be like, oh my God, is this the next great? Look, sometimes it's just not. It's just I think we're so accustomed to seeing it in the past. Like you think about the 80s.
We want to see it. We want
to see it. Like I'm gonna just go straight from the 80s on. You got the 80s Lakers and the 80s Celtics. Cool. You even have the bad boy Pistons going back to back in the late 80s. Cool. Then comes the 90s Bulls with 2 3-peats on the back end, the front end and back end of the 90s, with a 2-peat in the middle of the Rockets. So that's all we know. Then we get into the Spurs championship, which is fine. And then you go into the 2000s, 3-peat Lakers. And then after that, Spurs or Pistons, Spurs, Heat, Spurs. So like so even with the little like Pistons, Heat sprinkled in, it was Lakers, Celtics, Pistons, Bulls, Lakers, Spurs, Lakers again. And in 2010 and 2009, Warriors, Heat. Like there is the
same like 7 teams.
It's the same 7 teams over and over again. So I think when you see the Celtics winning, you see I don't think the Bucks are ever going to be this type of dynasty. But when you see like franchises that are historically great win, you're like, oh, here we go again. Like when the Lakers won in 2020, everybody's like, is this the dynasty? LeBron and AD. And it's like LeBron's 34, 35. They didn't get back. And then you get the Bucks. And the Bucks were an older team. And then you get the Nuggets chip, which as great as Jokic is playing, I think that run was a little fluky because Jamal Murray hasn't played that great since. And then 2024, you get the Celtics, right? So I think the Thunder might be this new obviously pending, but I think the Thunder might be the team that everybody's been like, is this it? Is this it? This might be the Thunder.
This might be it, though.
It might be it.
It might be it.
And I think them and the Spurs are going to be going band for band for the next 5 to 7 years.
Yeah. And so that we talked about the Celtics.
That's our little rant.
That's our rant. Did you want to talk Nuggets Wolves? I guess we kind of did. Like we
did.
Yeah, we kind of did.
I think what I want to say is I don't just leave it quickly. I don't want to put any like the criticism we gave Jokic. I thought was fair, but there's no Jokic hate over here. Like I don't hate Jokic. I think Jokic is
he was my MVP.
Phenomenal. Exactly. He's a phenomenal player. Like we will never see a center like this ever again. But I do think the media and fans have put him in conversations that he just did not deserve to be in.
Yeah.
I saw graphics of him being the top 10 player of all time. Graphics of him
he's the
like
best ever.
Best center. Yeah, the best center to ever play basketball. Like, bro, he's not even top 10 all time. He's not, and then for centers, like he's not better than Kareem. He's not better than Shaq. He's not better than Hakeem. He's not better than fucking Moses Malone. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
Like, and respectfully, I think talent-wise, from an offensive standpoint, yes, he is as great as, but he's so bad defensively that the trait, like, we gotta be for real. Like, he's not. David Robinson is a better player than Jokic is right now. Like, David Robinson was a 2-way MVP.
Quadruple. He was getting quadruple.
Hakeem Olajuwon is the greatest defensive player of all time. Back-to-back MVPs, back-to-back chips. Moses Malone was winning titles in the 80s when spacing was god awful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Shaq was winning MVPs and won the last 3-peat to ever happen in the NBA, and then we're 26 years removed.
In sports,
24.
That's the last 3-peat in pro sports.
Oh, you're right. Because the Yankees last one was 2001,
and the Chiefs lost. And the Chiefs lost. Yeah,
Dodgers gonna be the next one.
Yeah,
Trust.
But LA just hitting. But that's the last 3-peat in pro sports. Was that Lakers team?
But like, with all respect to Jokic's talent, like there's just conversation. I think he's top 5 center of all time. I would say, which is. I think that's a fair assessment.
That's good. That's heavy.
That's 3 MVPs, the championship.
Yeah,
averaging triple-double, leading the league in assists and rebounds. Like that's all great, and I think regular season success can be taken as that. But there's just when you're that much of a nuisance on defense, and I think his lack of defense is more impactful than his offense. That's what I'll say. That's why when we talk about like these all-time ranks, I always value two-way players higher than I do these offensive juggernauts because you got to be able to get some stops, bro. Like, yes, the game is always about a bucket, but you got to get stops. Yeah. And I think in this series, we saw that, one, the Nuggets just aren't constructed very well, especially when Jamal Murray's not playing well, and you got to deal with Aaron Gordon injuries and Peyton Watson injury, which I thought he'd be back, but he didn't play the entire series.
Free agent, that nigga said. Hey,
now they might not get him back, but like this is 2 straight years of Aaron Gordon injuries in the playoffs. This is 2 straight years of Jamal Murray playing very shaky in the playoffs. So I think everybody should be on the table, not name Jokic, realistically.
100%.
Because you can't pay everyone, number one. And number two, like Jamal Murray is not playing like a second option anymore. And he hasn't since 2023. So being honest, I just think they have to. Jokic is part of the problem, but like you can't trade Jokic. You can't blow it up like that. So just build differently around him. Probably have more two-way players. Like Jamal Murray can't guard a soul. Christian Brown can't guard a soul. Cam Johnson.
I think Michael Porter Jr. got underrated. I think that the Michael Porter, like what he brought to the team, I don't think that people realized. And I don't know if we put our thoughts on it on wax, but like I didn't think that it would be that big of a drop. But I do think what Michael Porter Jr. brings in, like rebounding, getting you extra possessions, I think he can just get a shot off over anyone in a way that Cam Johnson can't. Like he is just a very special scorer, like a special shooter in general.
There's not
many Michael Porter Jr.'s, you know? And so like when you lose that, like he is a bailout guy. Like, hey, if we don't have shit, bare minimum, Michael Porter Jr. is going to get his shot off over every defender in the league. You can't say the same about Cam Johnson. And so like I do think you lose some of that, like, hey, bailout, we need a shot. One of the best percentage wise and also just like raw like shooter scorers in the league is Michael Porter Jr. And so I don't think that like that drop from Cam Johnson to Michael Porter Jr. to Cam Johnson was like as important, like, was thought of as to be that important, but it definitely was.
I don't know if, and I'm not even talking about the breakout. Like obviously he had a all-star level season on the Nets, but like I don't know if what his role was on the Nuggets would have changed much in this series specifically. Like Jamal Murray was shooting under 40% from the field, under 30% from the field. Like I don't know how much it would have changed because they probably put Jaden McDaniels on Michael Porter, if we're being honest, and like maybe. But like even if they don't, it might be someone else. But the Wolves have so many different guys that they can throw on wings, it doesn't even matter. And if I'm betting on Michael Porter Jr. just hitting tough shots over me, we're just gonna have to live with that. I don't know if he ever would have became the player that he does, but it seemed like he only did it against the Lakers, if I'm being honest. If we're being completely honest.
As someone who's traumatized, that's fair.
But credit to the Wolves, like they were extremely shorthanded.
Gobert legacy series.
Rudy Gobert was the best player in this series. Hands down.
Legacy series.
His defense on Jokic alone won them the series. Jaden McDaniels, fantastic. Anthony Edwards in the games he played was pretty damn good. Ayo Dosunmu gave you a 40-point game. DiVincenzo before he went down was great. Terrence Shannon coming off the bench, giving you 20 in game 6. Like, and there's somebody I'm forgetting. Oh, Mike Conley coming in for DiVincenzo, giving you just decent minutes as a veteran. Like they have the Wolves to me were Reed. Like he was up and down. He was fine. But I think
Bones Highland.
Bones Highland. That's what I was forgetting. Bones Highland gave them great minutes as well. Revenge series for Bones Highland.
Yeah.
I just think like my main issue with the Timberwolves was their consistency. Like this is who they always have been for the last 3 years, and this is why they've made it to the last 2 conference finals. But I think when they're playing like this, like they're very hard to beat, as we saw in this series, as we saw in game 1 with the Spurs, which we'll talk about in a couple minutes. But credit to Chris Finch and all the guys that stepped up in their role. Prayers up to Dante DiVincenzo, another Achilles injury in what seems like a never-ending cycle of Achilles injuries.
Another number 0 too. I saw that. Like he's all number 0.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's crazy.
My son will not be wearing number 0 if he plays basketball. I promise you.
No number zero.
Anything you want to say about the Timberwolves before we move
on? Not really. I think like I'm glad that they moved on. I think that like to battle in the way they were, like Chris Finch is a good coach, man. Chris Finch is a good coach.
Yeah, he is.
Back-to-back Western Conference Finals. You take down the 3 seed Nuggets with Jokic shorthanded. Like he is a hell of a series from them. Then to go in game 1 versus Spurs, steal that. Like I think like Chris Finch is in some good combos coaching wise when we talk about the league. I just think like with the Nuggets, I and throughout the first round, I'm thinking like so what do these teams do? Like do the Celtics trade Jaylen Brown? Do the Raptors trade Brandon Ingram? Do the Magic, break up do the Magic trade Jalen Suggs? Do the Suns finally say, let's give it up on Devin Booker and really try and rebuild? The Rockets, did they trade KD? The Nuggets, did they trade Jamal Murray? Like, I think that this offseason might be pretty fucking crazy. Like, I put together a trade for FanDuel where the Rockets got Jamal Murray and the Nuggets got Fred VanVleet, Jabari Smith Jr., and Steven Adams. And I don't think that's bad, that bad of a trade. People, in the quote tweets were like, Rockets fans were like, oh, this isn't bad. And Nuggets fans were like, oh, I would do it. Of course, some people are like, this is the worst thing ever. But like, for the most part, the trade itself was Rockets get Julian Strawther and Jamal Murray, and Nuggets get Jabari, Steven Adams, Fred VanVleet, and a 28 first. And I think like Jamal Murray is the best player in the deal, so you give up the first. But like, if I'm the Nuggets, I'm getting Fred VanVleet, who you would think is at least giving me 18 a game. I'm getting Jabari, who I think band for band was damn near the Rockets' best player in that series versus the Lakers. Except for game 6, he had a shitty game 6, but like games 1 through 5, he was damn good. I love me some Jabari Smith. Steven Adams, backup big, one of the best rebounders in the league, still at his age, and a first.
They do need a backup big.
Like, come on. And then if I'm the Nuggets,
it's not bad. I think the first thing if they were trying to give, I think the first thing they would do is try to get KD. And if they couldn't get KD, they would pivot off of KD.
Yeah, but if I'm the Rockets, getting Jamal Murray, that's the best point guard you might get in this all-season cycle. He's probably the best point guard up for grabs. Unless you want to say Ja. But like,
it takes a lot. That takes a lot of pressure off KD, to be honest. Like, Jamal Murray's a good player. He's not. Yeah. He's just not. Will he be their second option? Probably, but like,
he's proven he can be their second option.
I don't know if he can be. He hasn't been that since. At least in the playoffs, he hasn't been that for 3 years now. Like this season, his regular season, he was great. He's had the best season in his career. But
and also, like, he can't. Can KD at 35 be the best option on your
be the best player? Exactly. I don't think he can be. Yeah. And I don't think he can be. And that's fine. He's 36.
Yeah. I guess the last thing I'd ask: do you think that the Celtics trade Jaylen Brown? Do you think they give it up on the Jays?
I think they entertain it. I think they entertain it. But I do think that they realize that it's hard to break that up.
It's hard to get a better player too.
Like, it's hard to have two really good dynamic wings. Like that's just that's almost an undefeated combo. Like
two-way.
They both defend. Yeah. They both defend. They both shot create. I think Jaylen Brown still got to work on his playmaking, like his passing and giving up the ball, just his court vision. He may never get that, but I mean, there's something to be said about two-way wings that both average 25 points a game.
Yeah, like not many teams have that.
That's very tough.
Yeah.
And they've won a championship with them, but I think it's not crazy for them to be like, we should trade Jaylen Brown to get to just for more flexibility. Like
I've seen like Giannis or Kawhi. Like I'm not trading Jaylen Brown for Kawhi. I'm not doing it for Kawhi.
No. Yeah.
For Giannis, I would entertain. If you're giving me a top 5
Tatum,
player in the world,
honestly, that would how much pressure that would take off of Tatum, bro. Like Tatum playing the 3 again would be phenomenal for his health. Like he doesn't have to bang down low in the post. He doesn't have to get all these rebounds that he's used to getting. And then they can go small ball 5 with Giannis. Like that's perfect.
Yeah. I think Giannis is the move. If I'm the only player I'm moving Jaylen Brown for this summer, if I'm the Celtics, is Giannis. If I'm being for real, like I don't think you're getting a better player than Jaylen Brown outside of Giannis this summer. Like Jaylen Brown is very easily, if we're talking about players up for grabs for real, outside of Giannis, he's the second best player. Like it's him and Giannis, and then like Jamal Murray and Ja and all that shit.
Well, if the Knicks don't get far, I think Cat would be available, like a Cat, McHale or OG package would be available. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's we'll see. There's a lot of time left. A lot of games to be played. We'll see what happens.
Yeah. So if we want to move on to our second round predictions,
you don't want to talk Magic Pistons real quick.
Oh yeah, they went 7. We can talk Magic Pistons. Magic.
I'm not
gonna lie.
We're not talking Raptors Cavs. I'm sorry.
No, I'm not. I'm sorry.
But shout out to Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes was fantastic. Scotty Barnes, one of the best two-way players in basketball.
He is one of the
top
best
15 players in the league for sure.
Yeah, I was gonna say 15. He's dead one of the best players in the league. Shout out to the Raptors. They people sleep on Scotty Barnes. Like Scotty Barnes is good as fuck. Like
he's nice.
When we talk like Team USA shit, like Scotty Barnes deserves a spot on that team. Like Scotty Barnes is one of the best USA players that we have in this league right now.
Yes, he is.
And so I think Cavs Raptors, I don't really have many takeaways. I thought the Cavs were always going to win that game. I think the Raptors just ran out of juice. Like Ingram isn't playing. Like, okay, cool. They did their job. They pushed them 7.
Quickly didn't play. Like good season from the Raptors. It's a great season, yeah.
Pistons Magic. I didn't think the Magic. Once they gave up that 24-point lead, the series was over.
Series was done.
Series was over. You had them dead. And Cade, like it was literally Cade saying, "We're not fucking going," and they said, "You know what?
Cade and Tobias.
We're gonna miss 21 straight. Like that's crazy.
Didn't they scored? They scored 19 points in the second half.
I think they missed 21
they
straight.
They scored as many points in the second half as Cade Cunningham had.
That's that's just all-time great shit from Cade. Granted, like that's a historic level of ass from the Magic that it took to lose that game. But that's still like Cade on my back. We are not fucking losing. And so shout out to Cade Cunningham, man.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, you know me. I got a Cade agenda. I think I have a Cade agenda. I have a Brunson agenda. And I think Cade finally showed like he's one of those guys that I believe he can truly be a superstar. Like I don't throw the word superstar around too loosely, but he's showing some superstar shit. His performances from Game 5 on were fantastic. He was shooting over 60% from 3, averaging over 30, 50% on twos or 60% on twos. I'm sorry. And then they get contributions from Tobias Harris, finally. And Jalen Duren starts giving you a little bit more offensively. He was always great defensively in that series. I never felt like he fell off defensively. Offense was the issue. Then you get a little bit from Dennis Jenkins. You get a little bit from Duncan. Duncan Robinson was great in Game 6. And then you get amazing defense from Asar Thompson. You get great defense from Isaiah Stewart, even though he just likes to get rowdy with people.
Yeah.
And like shout out to the Pistons for being as persistent as they were. I think Cade stepped up to the plate when they needed him. I think Tobias Harris stepped up when they needed him. I hate taking away, but we got to talk about the Magic in true assery that they were. I think. Oh, hold on. I got to do the sound. Jalen Suggs, come on down, brother. This is a tough one because I think everybody's like slightly a fan of Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, I like Jalen Suggs.
He's a get down dirty player, gets it out of the mud. He's a great defender, but the offense is just not there. It never has been. I don't know if it ever will be. I think like at his ceiling, he can be like a Marcus Smart type.
I was gonna say he's like a Marcus Smart build,
but he's not even Marcus Smart type because Marcus Smart has a respectable 3 ball. Yeah. But I just don't think he's the guy. He's not the point guard that they need. They're asking Paolo to be this point forward, which he can do, but for him to like always get the ball above the 3-point line and have to create for everybody else, that's just not his game. Desmond Bane not being a great creator, like he's good, but it's just not consistent enough. And then Wendell Carter is a good role player, but asking him to do enough, and then you can't rely on Franz because Franz is never healthy. So I think they need a point guard that can just help other guys get easier buckets. And Jalen Suggs is just not a point guard. He's not a point guard. He was a point guard in college. And And it was passable because he was the best athlete on the floor most of the time, the best defender on the floor. And that Gonzaga team was nuts. What didn't they have Chet too? It was Suggs and Chet, right?
Did Chet go to Gonzaga? Yeah, I think he did.
He did go to Gonzaga, but it might have been the year before Chet got there. But I think they had Suggs and Chet. That Gonzaga team was really good, bro. But point being, I think Suggs' deficiencies and Bane being ass had an effect on Paolo, but Paolo's not getting off the hook, not from me, brother, because you were stinking it up. He was fine in game 1, stunk it up in game 2, stunk it up in game 3,
all-time game 5. All-time game 5 though.
Game 5 was amazing, bro. That 45-point performance, amazing. Stunk it up in game 6.
Yeah.
And it was great in game 7. And it's like, and I get the oh my God, Paolo needs more help. Absolutely. Paolo also just needs to be better. Like the inconsistent, I put in our chat, I said, Paolo is a consistent game away from being a top 15 player in the league. Because the talent is there. Like you can see it game in, game out. And he's a step up to the occasion player most of the time. I don't have full faith in saying that because of what happened in game 6. But most of the time he shows up in big games. Yeah. But if you have one game where you're scoring 45 on 60% shooting, and then the next game you have 15 points and you only made 4 shots and your team is down 15, like that's what's keeping people from being, or keeping him from being put in the conversations that Cade is in, that Brunson is in. I guess Jaylen Brown was in those conversations this year. He just got to be a more consistent player. Like, and I think he also has a ways to go defensively, but I lost you a little bit. There we go. Offensively, he has all the talent in the world. He was the number 1 pick for a reason. He is a truckload. And I just think his approach has to be different. Like if he got the ball at the free throw line or like free throw line area almost every time down the court, he would average 25 easy. Easy. I just think he has to have a different approach to the game. Like cut down the threes, focus on getting to the line more, and just being a better decision maker and making the game easier for himself. He makes a lot of tough shots, and he was like bottom of the league in mid-range jumpers, bottom of the league in post shots, bottom of the league in three-pointer percentage. Like he was awful this whole regular season. Just for him to have felt like outlier performances in the playoffs. So next year I'll be looking for him to be more consistent throughout the season, being healthy. And for the Magic to get a new point guard. Like they fired Jamal Mosley, so I think the philosophy might change a little bit. But
Jamal Murray would be nice on the Magic. I'm not gonna lie.
He would, but like, if I'm the Nuggets, am I taking Jalen Suggs back for Jamal Murray? No, I'm not.
No,
because if I'm Jokic, bro, and they might have to come off Franz.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like with Cade, he is exactly what you want out of the number 1 pick. Like when you pick a player at 1, this is what you want: a franchise-altering, superstar caliber player, like that just raises your ceiling and your floor. In the same way that like Wemby did for the Spurs and Ant did for the Timberwolves, Cade has done that for the Pistons. Like,
I mean, Luka did it for the Mavericks.
Was he the one though?
He wasn't, but like he was number 3.
That was the Ayton year, right?
Yeah.
Shout out, woo! Same team
in Bagley year, which is crazy.
Yeah. And Trae Young, that was the same.
Actually, he was number 4 because Trae Young was
Trae Young. And like in a way that Paolo hasn't necessarily done that for the Magic. Like he's made them better, sure, but like not in the way that Cade has lifted the Pistons and Ant has lifted the Wolves and Wemby has lifted the Spurs. Like it just hasn't been that way. In the same way that like Zion didn't for the Pelicans. Like you want that. This Cade is what you want when you pick number 1. And so it's hard, but like when we go into this draft period, when you're looking at AJ and Cam and Darren Peterson, I'm not looking for I need someone that's going to do what Cade and Ant and Wemby did, not someone that's going to do what Paolo and Zion did. And so I think that's what you're looking for the number 1 pick.
But what sucks is like he was the best player in his class, but like
I know
all classes are
brutal.
Equal. It's just and I think it's unfair criticism to be like, you were a top 5 pick, you should be this type of player, but it's like you don't control the draft class that you're in most of the time. Like these dudes are trying to get money. They're trying to secure their career. And a lot of the times, bro, like top 5 picks, they just don't end up being what they were drafted to be. And a lot of the times they are. But if we look
Reed
back,
Shepard was like
more.
The third.
Reed Shepard was the third pick in his draft.
Yeah.
You know, like it's a tough situation to be in to ask a guy to save a franchise. We talk about this with football, but like it's just a tough situation to be in. And Paolo made them relevant again. Like he raised their floor, but their ceiling is very limited because he's not consistent enough. Franz is not available. Jalen Suggs is not a point guard, and you gave up 4 first-round picks for Desmond Bain. So you gotta eat that pause.
Yeah,
and figure out a way to make this team more competitive. Like they have a lot of talent, but it just doesn't fit well. Yeah. And I think they built a culture that is very commendable. Like they're a tough team, they're scrappy, they defend, but they just need more talent. Like they drafted a lot of guys in the lottery recently, and it just hasn't worked out. Like they drafted Jace Richardson, he doesn't play. They drafted Jet Howard, he doesn't play. They drafted Paolo, Franz, Suggs. They traded for Wendell
at the same time.
And nobody's ever healthy. That's another thing with Suggs. Suggs is also never healthy. So you need guys to play. You need guys to be available. You need guys to be consistent. And they don't have that. That's why they're always 7-8 seed. And they're asking Paolo to do all these things that he's just not capable of doing.
Yeah. And so, that's, I think, all our thoughts on the first round series. If we want to get into our predictions for the second round. Granted, a lot of these games have already played. All of them have already played 1 game. Some of them have played 2 games. We can start with the ones that have played 2 games. Knicks Sixers. Yeah. My prediction for this, whether or not the Knicks had played or not, I would have said Knicks in 5. And so I think that is still, I feel great about that now that they're 2-0. I think the Sixers win a game in Philly. The Knicks win probably either game 3 or 4, and then they close it out in New York. I just don't think the Sixers are like, I think that their season was complete after the 3-1 comeback. I think they're going to run out of gas. Joel Embiid already is not playing in game 2. Like, I think
he'll play the next game.
He probably will, but I just think that he played the first game and they got beat even worse. So like I think that I think that they're just gonna run out of gas, and like they've already overachieved this season, so they feel good about it. Like, we lost to the Knicks, who gives a shit? They'll be all right.
This is where your sleeper team coming into the year. I remember
they were. And
Come on. They snuck. Shut up. They snuck into the playoff, or snuck through the play-in and made the playoffs, and kudos to them for getting out of the first round. Like, that's the season right there. I think I also have the Knicks winning. I'll say Knicks in 6. I think we see teams play and it's like, oh my God, they're down 0-2. Bro, you go on the road or you go home, you could completely flip a series with 1 game. Like, and I think it's tough to beat Philly in Philly, even though we've seen the Knicks do it a couple years ago, but this is a completely different team. The Philly is really scrappy. They got guys that defend. They like to switch a lot. And then Embiid just gives their bigs hell. Like, Cat makes dumbass fouls. Yeah. They can't keep Mitchell Robinson on the floor because every time he's on the floor, they just intentionally foul him.
Which is crazy.
Which is insane, but I respect it because he can't shoot free throws. He shoots like 30% on free throws.
Yeah, just ridiculous.
Tyrese Maxey, they don't have one guy maybe outside of Josh Hart that can keep up with Tyrese Maxey. And if VJ Edgecombe is hitting his shots, they're a pretty damn good offense. Like they're a really good 2-way team. I just think the Knicks have more in the tank. Like how you said, they're the better team overall. They have I think the top end talent is similar, but they just have more depth. They get more from OG, more from McHale. They get some from Hart. They get some from Alvarado, maybe Clarkson a little bit. Like they've got guys they can bring off the bench and get something out of. It's an interesting matchup, but ultimately I just think the Knicks pull it out in 6.
Yeah. The other series in the East, Pistons, Cavs, I'm going. Oh, and this is tough because like I say that the Pistons are not going to win the chip, and then I'm like, but I could see them making the finals.
I could too.
I really don't know. It really comes down to like, am I sure Tobias Harris and Duncan Robinson are gonna be able to give me consistent buckets? Because I know Cade will show up, right? Like I believe Cade shows up. Is everyone else gonna come with him? And especially when you look on the other end, it's like the Cavs theoretically are more talented. Like
their team is
Mitchell,
so much deeper than the Pistons, bro.
And then Jared Allen and then Evan Mobley and Jalen Tyson and like all these
Dennis
guys,
Schroeder
Dennis Schroeder and Keon
Ellis
and Dean Wade or whatever. Like they
Max Strus.
Yeah. And like they have a lot of good players, but I still don't like. And
I don't trust it, bro.
Because I said, but when the Cavs made that Harden trade, I said the Cavs are going to win the East. And now I'm here, and they go 7 with the Raptors, and they lose game 1 to the Pistons, and I'm like, I still semi-believe that the Cavs can win the East. But for whatever reason, it just is nasty. Like, it just doesn't feel good to watch them play these games.
You know the reason, too.
Donovan Mitchell has not been who I want him to be. James Harden is always like hit and miss in the playoffs. I'm going to say, my heart says Cavs. But I'm going to say Pistons in 6 is what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Pistons in 6. Okay. So what do you have?
If you asked me 2 weeks ago, I would have said Cavs, but I'm going to say Pistons in 7. I think
7.
Listen, the Pistons don't make it easy, bro. Their offense is disgusting. Like you said, how many Tobias Harris games are you going to get? How many Duncan Robinson games are you going to get? Are you going to get a good enough games from Jalen Duren? He's got a pretty tough matchup with either Evan Mobley or Jared Allen. Doesn't really matter. We know what Cade might have a couple off games. Like, even though I think they have literally no one to put on him. Like, you put Max Strus on Cade. Good job, Max. Yeah. Max, tip your hat and keep it pushing. Max Strus Max Strus is a good player. I fucks with Max. I love when people say that. But listen, bro, that might be the best point guard in the league. Might be at this point in time, he might be the best point guard in the league. I'm picking the Pistons because I think when the Cavs made that trade, I said this is just a souped up version of what they already had. It doesn't bring a different element. I think James Harden's skill does, but in the playoffs, like I said before, all it does is expose your weaknesses. They still have 2 guards who don't play defense. Donovan Mitchell has been god-awful this whole play. He's been terrible. On both sides of the ball. On both sides of the ball. He's been getting cooked by RJ Barrett, and he's been putting up, like, making terrible decisions, turning the ball over, throwing up garbage shots. All in all, I feel like when we said, like, who's the superstar, we're like, I should have said Donovan Mitchell. I said James Harden, but to be fair to James Harden, he should be the 3rd option on this team. And in reality, he's the 2nd. Like, Evan Mobley also did not have a good series. Jared Allen had a great series. He's the reason they won that series. But Evan Mobley's got to be better. Donovan Mitchell's got to be better. Donovan Mitchell had a decent game 1. And Harden was kind of up and down, like you said. But, like, where was Evan Mobley? Evan Mobley, I forgot he was playing in the game, bro.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put my trust in the Pistons. I'm stamping my Cade fan club. We here, baby. We here. I think you get 2. I think you get 2 great Cade games. We already got 1. It was okay. A bad Cade game and they still won. That's a great sign. I think you still get 2 more great Cade games where he wins you the game. Because I think the Pistons defense is good enough to where they don't have to score 100 points every night for them to win a game. And then you get 1 Tobias game and then people off the bench like Dennis and Isaiah Stewart just make a great enough impact to where they are able to pull off a game on the road.
Yeah. Oh man. That's
a tough one though.
That's a tough one. And so the next series we can go to is the series that is currently being played, and the Timberwolves are getting their backs blown out.
That is a belt alert.
Yeah, Timberwolves Spurs. The series is tied 1-1. So this is no. It's not like we're saying or we're just picking the team that's up. The series
these games haven't changed my. These games haven't changed my prediction anyway. So
no, we're not just picking the team that's up. I am going to say, and I want to say Spurs, but like, and if Ant was healthy, I would probably take the Wolves because I do think that there is some fight in there. And like I said, it's been 2 back-to-back years that Ant has made the Western Conference Finals against teams that he came in as underdogs against.
My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off. They get a little scrappy. They fighting.
Yeah, they are. Timberwolves always do. But I'm going to say Spurs in 6. I think the Wolves get 2, but I think ultimately it is just too much. And I think that we are on a collision course for the 2 best teams in the league to meet in the Western Conference Finals for not only to win the West, but to basically win the NBA title. Because I think whoever comes out of that series wins the chip.
Is winning the title. Yep.
Yeah, similar to Seahawks Rams NFC chip. I feel like it's the exact same thing. I'm taking the Spurs in 6. Who you got?
If you remember correctly, I had the Spurs losing in the second round. I also said my hot take was, it wasn't really a hot take, but I said I felt like at some point Wemby would struggle in the playoffs. And he had a god-awful game 1. He was great defensively.
12 blocks.
They had 12 blocks is insane. I think it was really like 10, but still triple-double.
Still triple-double of blocks is beast.
Triple-double of blocks is crazy, but he was like 5 for 18.
Yeah.
But in this game, he's been much better in the second game. I'm going to say Spurs in 7 because one, Ant isn't healthy. And you can kind of see it. Like, he's not getting downhill the way he used to. And a lot of his shots are coming outside of the paint. It's like he's taking step back jumpers and step back threes. And if those are the shots that Ant is going to settle for, we live with that. And you want to give it to Big Jew and let him ISO Big Julius Folius? Like, sure, we're going to live with that. That's fine. I think the biggest thing for me for the Spurs is their perimeter shooting and their young guys. Like Dylan Harper was great in game 1. Can he keep that up? Like he's been really good this playoffs. He had a great game 3 against Portland. And I think they also need more from De'Aaron Fox. Listen, brother, they traded for you and they gave you an extension. You got to be the guy that they traded for. You're the vet. Like you're 27, 28 years old. Wemby is going to have a couple bad games. This is his first playoffs. You also got guys like Keldon Johnson and Harrison Barnes, Luke Cornett, who have played. Well, Keldon Johnson hasn't. Julian Champagnie, all kind of like a little bit veteran, like more Harrison Barnes and Cornett are the vets, but these are guys that have a lot of NBA experience, and I feel like they have enough depth. Their defense is good enough to where they can survive this series, but it's not going to be easy. Like the Wolves are very scrappy. The Wolves are tough. They do get hot from 3. They defend, and Jaden McDaniels at some point is going to have like a 30-point game. So they'll have to withstand all of that. And I think at some point Ant might feel a little better, which we might get a crazy Ant game. We haven't gotten one yet. But I think ultimately, I don't know if his health will hold up. So I'm going to say Spurs in 7. A shaky 7, but 7 nonetheless. And I think this series actually helps the Spurs believe that they can win a championship. Not saying they beat the Thunder, but it takes a series like this to be like, okay, we can – The Timberwolves are a tough out. If we beat the Timberwolves, we have what it takes to win a championship.
Yeah. And then the last second round series, Lakers Thunder. I'd like to hear your thoughts first.
Thunder in 4.
Thunder in 4.
Thunder in 4.
Thunder in 4. You don't think we get a game? You don't think we get a single game?
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that, Bron. I'm not doing that, Bron. Don't get swept. Nope. I'm not doing that because I watched y'all get swept with him and AD in 2023. I think this team is much worse. And this Thunder team is much better than that Nuggets team was.
Yeah.
And on top of that,
and we don't I
watched the entirety. Exactly. No Luka. And even if Luka does come back, game 4, woo, y'all might still lose that game because he hasn't played basketball in like a month and a half. So him trying to stay in front of Shea is bad news.
Yeah.
Even without Jalen Williams, J-Dub, I think that y'all have nothing for Chet Holmgren, unfortunately. Nothing. And I said it last night. I said the Lakers are down 20 plus. They are doubling Shea, and he has like 15 points. This is like middle of the third quarter. Like Shea has 15 points. They're doubling him. And they're down 20. And LeBron has 27, an efficient 27.
Yeah. He was the best player on the court last night. Like, come on.
I think Chet was.
I think it was Braun. I'm not gonna lie.
I would say Braun. I say Braun was second. I think Chet was the best player on the court because y'all couldn't get anything in the paint.
That's true, but Chet is playing with goddamn Shea. Like taking into account, like Braun playing, like Braun being the best player. Braun being the best player on a team going against the best defense in the NBA and putting up an efficient 27 and 6 and 7.
All right.
41 years old. Come on.
I'll accept your Glaze request.
Yeah.
It's just not. Listen, kudos to winning the first round. Overachieved without your best player, really without your two best players, because Austin Reeves only played 2 of the 6 games. And guys that we thought would not step up did. Shout out to JJ Redick for winning his first playoff series. Tip your hat, brother.
Yeah.
Y'all just not good enough, and it's fine. Like I feel like everything went right for the Lakers, and they still lost by like 15.
Yeah, 20. I mean, we lost by 18 in a game that Shea scored under 20. Like, I mean, that's brutal.
And I think he had 7
turnovers. Yeah.
So yeah. Next game, Shea might have 35.
Yeah.
And you still lose by 20.
Yeah. And I think that's just what the Thunder are, right? Like this is why they're the Thunder. They're hard to beat. Yeah. They're very hard out. They're great on defense. They have great role players. Bro, like they make tough shots.
I want to say, I don't know if I've seen a defense this good since like the Heat with Braun and D Wade. Like those, in terms of like the type of physicality they bring. Like, yeah, the Celtics were good defensively, in terms of talent. But when you used to play those Heat teams with Braun and like D Wade, you have, say what you will, Mario Chalmers was a great defender, and then LeBron is at his peak defensively. He's playing, it's damn near switching all 5 positions, and you got Chris Bosh and Udonis Haslem on the back line, Birdman on the back line. You got Shane Battier defending, being physical, and I think when you set a tone defensively, being that physical, you're officiated a different way. So like everybody on social media is complaining about how physical the Thunder are and like what they get away with. But this, you set a tone and then the refs have to adjust. This is why they get away with like being so handsy and the as physical as they are, because they've done this for 2 years. And good luck to the Lakers. I think it's a commendable effort. I'm saying this as if they're down 0-3, but I just don't see them getting a game, bro. I don't see them getting a game. It's a lot to add. The Suns got a good game. They almost beat the Thunder. I think that was game 3. And still, like, you can play your best game and it won't matter.
Yeah, I just think the Thunder also just don't have any real bad defenders in the rotation, whereas the Lakers have like 7, like AJ Mitchell isn't a great defender.
Nah, right? he's not a good defender. He's
not a great defender. Like, but like outside of that, like Isaiah Hartenstein, good rim protector. Chet, the second best rim protector in the league. Shea, average to above average defender. Lou Dort, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. Alex Caruso, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. Kayson Wallace, one of the better perimeter defenders in the league. Like Jalen Williams plays defense. Aaron Wiggins, Isaiah Joe, like they just have good players, like
decent defenders. Crazy.
Yeah. With that being said, Lakers in 7. I think that I'm not gonna pick against us.
You can't pick against the Lakers.
I'm not gonna pick against.
What's your real pick?
My real pick is
that's
Lakers
your heart.
in 7.
That's your heart pick.
My real pick is Lakers in 7. If I wasn't saying Lakers in 7, I would say
it's out the mud. We got Rashad McCants.
If I wasn't saying Lakers in 7, I would probably say Thunder in 6. I think we get 2. I'm not gonna lie, whether Luka comes back or not. I think we get. I don't like people. The way people talk about it is like we like the Thunder are like. Listen, the Thunder are really good. The Thunder are great. They're not fucking unbeatable. They're not like they are not unbeatable.
I think
they are very very hard to beat.
Enough.
Yeah. They are very, very, like Shea said, like, I don't think I'm unstoppable. I'm just very, 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 very hard to stop. Like, they are very hard to beat, but they are not unbeatable. And so I think that Austin went fucking 3 for 16, the worst shooting percentage by a Laker in 100 years. And we lost by 18. Yes, I get it. That's great. But like, if Austin gives me, he had 8 points, bro. If he gives me his average of 20, like,
He's never averaged 20 in the playoffs.
No, but he's also never been like the number one option here. You know, like it was Braun, AD,
he
Austin.
Won't be.
Right now, he will have the most opportunity he has ever had in a playoff series.
That's true.
In this series, to give me 20 a game. Like, come on. And if you can't give me 20 a game when you're going into unrestricted free agency, then you better come to that fucking table and take that 30. But if you go come and ask me for 40 million, you better give me 20 to 23 a game. So listen.
I told you he in that Tyler Hero echelon, brother. You gonna see. Gonna see. He might give you one good game though. I say Austin Reeves has like 130 ball game and then 3 shitters.
I'm gonna say Lakers in 7, but if not, cool. Thunder in 6, whatever. As long as we don't get swept, I'm happy. And so yeah, that is our NBA playoff predictions. If you want to go to our quick NFL joint, then go for it. I'm gonna let you lead that one because you got the answers.
We gotta do our next top 10 thing. We did the top 10 scores on the last episode.
I'm not gonna be good at this one.
You don't even know what it is.
I don't, but I know.
All right, my guy. Last week or last episode, we did top 10 playoff scores ever, and you did a pretty good job. I'm not gonna lie. You got majority. You got 9, and then I had to kind of guide you to 10, but that's fine because Tony Parker was insane. But this week is gonna be a little tough. Not gonna lie to you. Top 10 assists in playoff history.
Brother, fucking A.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, I'm just gonna go. Okay. In playoff history, like of all time?
Yeah, like the most assists.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say John Stockton.
Hold on.
I mean, he just had what?
In playoff history, not like all time.
Fucking A. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's number 2.
Yeah, gotta be.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. We're starting that over. I'm cutting that out. Okay. This is the most playoff assists since 2000. My bad. My fault. Yeah. I was like, wait. That don't even sound right. Okay. Most playoff assists since 2000. So you said Chris Paul. Chris Paul's number 2.
Well, let's just start it over. Just start say top 10 playoff assists since 2000.
Top 10 playoff assists since 2000. Go.
I'm gonna say point guard Chris Paul.
Okay, Chris Paul is number 2.
Okay, Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd is number 4.
I was gonna stop saying "come on" because I was spamming it in the last one. Tony Parker.
Tony Parker's number 5. Tony Parker 2 for 2.
LeBron.
LeBron is number 1.
Like had to. I'm like he has to be up there since 2000. I'm trying to think of like point guards. Is Kobe on there? Can't be. No shot, right?
Are you saying Kobe?
I'm saying Kobe.
Kobe's number 9.
Just got in there. D Wade.
D Wade is not in the top 10.
Yeah, that's fair. Who else is on those teams in the 2000s? The 2000s. I said Chris Paul. I said Jason Kidd. I feel like those are like
you've said Braun, Chris Paul, Jason Kidd, Tony Parker, Kobe.
And so I'm missing 5 other ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Who was on? Woof. I'm just trying to think of Steph Curry.
No, Steph is right outside the top 10. He's 11.
Draymond.
Draymond is number 8. There you go. There you go.
Like someone on that team had to be there. KD?
No.
Russell Westbrook.
Russ is number 10.
Okay, yeah.
You got 3 more.
Had to be.
James Harden. James Harden is number 3. All right, you got 2 more.
Okay.
I'm not gonna give you hints to the last one.
The fact that I got 8, I'm happy with myself. I'm not gonna lie.
But if you don't get the last 2, it's a failure. So
that's true. I said Harden. I have Russ. Dirk is not gonna be on there. I said Chris Paul. Point guards in the 2000s. there's no Knicks. There's no Rondo.
Rondo's number 6. You got one more.
Oh shit!
That was a nice pull. I'm like, how are you not? Rondo's a good one though, because the Celtics are in the playoffs a lot.
That's what I'm saying. The Celtics are in the playoffs a lot, and then there's one more. And what number is he?
The guy you're missing?
Yeah,
he's number 7.
Oh fuck! He's number 7. Steve Nash.
Bingo. Number 7.
Oh, shit. Come on. That was no hints. Crazy that was no hints. That was just no hints.
I was about to give you a hint, but then I was like, if I give him this hint, he's gonna get it.
Come on.
I was just gonna say, hey, he's one of the greatest point guards of all time.
Come on.
And what's crazy is you said Steph D Wade, and Steph is 11 and D Wade is 12.
I was right on the cusp,
and I'm shocked you didn't say Jokic. But Jokic,
he was. I would have said Jokic after Steve Nash. If it wasn't Steve Nash, I was gonna say Jokic.
Jokic is pretty damn close. He's only played like all these other guys have played over 100 games, and Jokic has played 99.
Who's 13 and 14?
15. 13 is Chauncey Billups, and 14 is Manu Ginobili.
Thank God. Thank God we didn't do top 15. Hell,
I think Kobe and Russ being on there is hilarious because I feel like they have as many assists as they have turnovers.
It's like a pure
same thing with Braun.
Play. Yeah. Like Braun was in the playoffs every year, making finals runs.
I feel like the next one we should do playoff 3-pointers because I feel like Braun's gonna be top 3.
Weird one. It's like probably Clay, Steph.
Maybe
Steph, Braun, KD.
Braun is gonna be on there.
Yeah, Braun, KD.
Ray Allen, maybe.
Yeah, Ray Allen probably. Maybe a Paul Pierce. I don't know. But yeah, the Rondo was a good pull. I was happy with Rondo. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a great pull.
I was happy with Rondo.
I didn't want to give you a hint because I'm like these are pure point guards. Those are the last 2 you had. Both of them are like traditional pure point guards.
Yeah.
Shout out to you. You got all 10. I didn't give a single hint.
Not a single hint. Thank you. I appreciate that. That's a good TikTok. What's the keep trade cut? No, not keep trade cut. I'm thinking about Dynasty.
Oh, all right. So yeah, we don't really have to talk NFL because ain't nothing to talk about.
No.
Your team had a decent draft. My team had a decent draft. We move.
Yeah.
Let me make sure I have the list so that I could do this the right way. All right. This is our first ever keep 3 cut 5. I'm going to give you 8 names. You choose who to keep and who to cut. We're doing all-time wide receivers. Stipulations, because I always like to make it tough. No Jerry Rice, no Randy Moss, no Terrell Owens, no Calvin Johnson, and no Julio Jones. All right?
Okay, good? Cool. I'm good. I'm ready.
First name up. Andre Johnson.
Andre Johnson. I'm gonna cut. I'm cutting Andre Johnson.
You're gonna cut Andre Johnson.
I'm cutting Andre Johnson. It's got to be better. It's got to be better coming.
Okay. All right. You're cutting Andre Johnson. That's 1 cut for Andre Johnson. You still got your 3 keeps available.
Mm-hmm.
Second name up. Steve Smith Sr.
Cut. That's an easy cut. He's not moving.
That's insane.
He's not moving. There's got to be better players coming than Steve Smith Jr. Got to be better players.
Next name up. AJ Green.
Oh. As you've gone through these 3, I'm now feeling like maybe there's not better players coming than Andre Johnson. I'm not gonna lie. So I kind of feel compelled to keep AJ Green because I don't know where else we go from here. I have a feeling that one player you're gonna say, and I know I'm gonna keep him, but I'm actually I'm actually gonna cut AJ Green. We're gambling. We're gambling, baby.
You are gambling. That's all right though. Next name up. Marvin Harrison Sr.
Okay, that's a keep. That's an easy keep for me. That's an easy keep for me. His son stinks, but that's an easy keep for me. Okay.
So that's 1 keep, Marvin Harrison Sr. You cut Steve Smith, AJ Green, and Andre Johnson.
Feel good about that. I'm not gonna lie. I feel good about that.
Next up, Larry Fitzgerald.
And that's what I knew you were gonna say. Keep. Easy keep. That's an easy keep.
Okay. You're keeping Marvin Harrison Sr. and Larry Fitzgerald.
We have aced this so far.
Okay.
Come on.
Next name up, Michael Irvin.
Ooh. How many more are there after Michael Irvin? 2?
Yeah, 2 more after Michael Irvin.
Michael Irvin is like top 10 all time. Like, there's not many other names you could say that I would feel like, those are better than Michael Irvin. You might say Antonio Brown. You might say Antonio Brown. And I would I take prime Antonio Brown over Michael Irvin? Probably. But you could also not say Antonio Brown. And you could say someone like, I don't know, who even Mike Evans. And then I would say, I'm going to take Michael Irvin. So I'm going to keep Michael Irvin. And I'm going to live with that. I'm living with that.
Are you locking it in? Locking it in. Locking in your 3?
It's going to say Jamar Chase.
Nah.
Okay. Yeah.
Just tell me if you're locking in your 3.
I'm locking in my 3.
All right. So you decided to keep Michael Irvin, Larry Fitzgerald, and Marvin Harrison Sr.
I feel great about that.
And you cut Steve Smith Sr., AJ Green, Andre Johnson. You also cut Mike Evans.
Oh my God! I know you like fucking back of my hand.
You also cut Mike Evans, and you cut Antonio Brown.
Oh my God! I swear to you, he did not tell me the names before we did this. I just knew that was who he was gonna say.
I wanted to make it a little harder because I was gonna put Devontae instead of Mike Evans, but I feel like I would have probably said Devontae before I said like Michael Irvin or something. But I wanted to get you with the Antonio Brown because I was like, if I save Antonio Brown for the end, he's probably gonna not take the chance on Antonio Brown.
I knew Antonio Brown was coming.
Are you good with your 3 though?
Fucking nailed you on Mike Evans. I feel so good about it. I feel great about that. Mike Evans is not better than Michael Irvin. And I think I can make a case that Michael Irvin prime is beating Antonio Brown prime. So yeah, I feel good about that. I feel great about that. Michael Irvin, Marvin Harrison Jr.
I don't
and
know
Larry
about
Fitz,
that one, buddy. I don't know about prime Michael Irvin over prime Antonio Brown. Great receiver.
Right 3.
Great receiver.
I kept the right 3. Come on.
Hey, you can sleep on that. Hey, listen, you passed up a lot of great receivers. I was shocked that you passed up Steve Smith Sr. so fast. I think you realized after you passed him up, like, we don't have many great options.
Yeah.
But I think passing up on Andre Johnson was a good call.
Yeah.
I would take Antonio Brown over Michael Irvin, but I don't think it's a bad choice. I think it was a safe choice because you didn't know if Antonio Brown was going to be there.
I didn't know if he was coming.
Because if I popped up and said Steve Largent, no disrespect. If I said Steve Largent, you'd have been like,
Yeah, I would not have been happy. Okay, cool. That was good. I like that. We should do more of those.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, we should do more of those. But yeah, I think that's everything, right? I think that is the Spurs are currently winning by 38.
By 38. Yeah, they were up 40 at one point.
So we're gonna go ahead and get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Runner Up Podcast. Find us everywhere that podcasts are found. Leave a 5-star rating and review. Spotify, Apple, everywhere you listen to podcasts. Subscribe on YouTube. Leave a comment. Tell your friends, your family. Yeah. Find us on Twitter at Runner Up Pod.
Oh wait, hold on. Before we go. 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we did hit 100. Yeah. Come on. I feel good about that. Ooh. Pop it up. Yeah, hell yeah.
Hood classic.
Yeah, we got soundboard now, bitch.
But yeah, let's keep running up the subs. So we're trying to get to. I guess the next goal would be 500.
Yeah, probably that's crazy. If we got 500, that'd be nuts. So shout out. I mean, that's the goal. We didn't want.
I don't even know 500 people in my life. So
that's what I'm saying. 5 is crazy. So yeah, please subscribe, guys. Enjoy this episode of the podcast. I hope you guys have a litty day, a litty night, a litty life, and just like we do in every episode of this podcast, make sure y'all go run it up.